Ever catch yourself wondering, like, how does crypto actually work?
Uh-huh.
It's digital money, right? But how do you stop someone from just like copying and pasting their way to being a zillionaire?
Right.
That's where this proof of work thing comes in. It's kind of like the engine behind Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the big ones. And today we're going deep on PoW using your sources to guide us. So picture this. You're building a tower, but each block is chained to the one below it with like crazy hard math problems.
Okay, I'm listening.
That's PoW basically. In fact, our source actually says participants, often called miners, solve computationally difficult puzzles to create new blocks in the blockchain.
So much jargon, right?
Yeah, a bit. But that computationally difficult part, that's the key.
Break it down for me. Think of these puzzles like, they're not crosswords, okay? They're more like crazy, complex, cryptographic problems. Need a ton of computer power to even try them. And it's that difficulty that makes blockchain, secure.
So like a giant Sudoku puzzle, but you need a whole server farm to even have a go.
More like a server farm running for days just to find one solution. And when they do, boom, new block is added to the chain, packed with transaction data.
Our source mentions this thing called hashing. How's that fit in?
Hashing's like the secret sauce that makes these puzzles so hard. Basically, it's a math function, right? Takes anything, text, pictures, whatever, and turns it into a string of characters, like a unique fingerprint.
Yeah.
And here's the kicker. You can't go backwards.
Can't reverse engineer it.
Nope. See that fingerprint? No way to know what the original thing was.
Hold on. So if someone wanted to mess with an old transaction,
Yeah,
they wouldn't just have to solve one puzzle, they'd have to redo every single block before it.
you got it. And since each block builds on the last, messing with one means redoing everything. The computing power needed. Insane. That's why blockchain is so secure. Like, imagine trying to rewrite history, but instead of a pen, you're up against a global network of computers.
Our source talks about how this whole thing stays balanced. They call it difficulty adjustment, right?
Right. If it were too easy, someone could just waltz in with enough computers and, take over the whole blockchain.
Makes sense.
So the network's always checking how much processing power is being used, and it tweaks how hard the puzzles are to keep things steady. It's actually pretty elegant.
Elegant, but energy hungry, right? There's no getting around how much power PoW uses.
Yeah, that's the trade-off. Big computers, tons of electricity. It's a real concern, for sure.
So what's the solution? What are the alternatives?
Well, there's this thing called proof of stake, POS. Our source mentions it. Instead of solving puzzles, people stake their crypto, like put it up as collateral.
Interesting. So the more you stake, the better your chances of, what, adding blocks?
Exactly. It's less about who has the most powerful computers and more about who has the most to lose.
Smart.
Way less energy consumption. Could be the sustainable future of all this.
So it seems like with PoW, we're at a bit of a crossroads.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, PoW changed how we think about trust online, but at what cost, right? Can we make it greener, or do we move on to things like POS?
Big questions. If blockchain really is the future, what will that future look like?